Welcome everyone. This is Rahul Reddy. I'm a CLAT mentor with Career Launcher Bangalore. I have with me Harshvardhan, who has secured an already a rank of 55 in CLAT 2025. Congratulations first.
Thank you, sir.
So when did you actually check it? Because this time results came like in the middle of the night.
Yes, I actually received a call from CL faculty Animesh, sir. So he
Okay,
called me in the
wonderful.
middle of the night and he told me that yes, results have come out. And then I did
Okay,
check out the results and it was a pleasant surprise that the consortium gave us.
okay. So what's the how long did it take to sink in?
Yeah, I mean, I had calculated my marks based on the answer key, and I did have a fair idea that yes, I have done well on that day. I have kept my head cool, and I have managed to handle the pressure. So yes, I was expecting a good result, and the results did not disappoint.
So, first reaction, what? You were calm, you were surprised, you were elated, you were overjoyed. What is the first reaction?
Yeah, the first reaction was basically a whole recap of my everything that I had done for CLAT. It's yeah, it was a sinking feeling that a journey of my life is over now, and then from here on there will be new beginnings. I was already thinking about law school.
Wonderful.
So yeah,
Can I? Is it fair to assume that it will be endless Bangalore?
yes, it will be.
Okay, so let's go back a little bit. When did you first get the idea that you would like to pursue law as a career?
I was initially very interested in stories and reading novels. So I had initially
Right.
wanted to become a writer. But then I realized that by writing, you can only have a superficial impact on society and the country. So when I was in the ninth standard, I then decided to pursue law as a career because I felt that this offered the most exposure and the best opportunity to make an impact.
Okay, and your parents were okay with it?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, my father had actually wanted to become a lawyer himself, but then later on he
Okay,
became a journalist. So yeah, he was very supportive.
okay, understood. Wonderful. So, okay, let's start the journey from preparation, right? Where did you start your preparation from?
Immediately after 10th, I had started my preparation with a few online resources. And then when I got into 11th, and then had to move to Bangalore from Hyderabad, then I joined Career Launcher. So initially I was in the plus batch of Career Launcher, which
Mhm.
is for the
Right,
weekends. But then I
right.
decided to prioritize CLAT because I felt that this is more important than whatever is going on in school. So I left school for NIOS, which offered me a lot of flexibility, and then I moved to the bullet batch of CL. So I was having classes on the CL centers 5 days. In fact, the whole, and then I
Okay,
had mocks on the weekend. So in fact, I have spent the entirety of this year in the CL center, and the experience was great. The material was very good, the mocks, and
awesome,
then after
awesome.
the
And then,
mocks we were able to discuss and challenge some of the answers even if we didn't agree. So it was a very good experience.
right. And just for the record, this center that you had joined.
Indranagar. Yeah, Indranagar.
Okay, right. So, Indranagar, specifically the center, the students there, what was the experience there?
There was a cutthroat competition. I don't think any other center would have been as competitive as Indranagar in the country. Not just CL, even
Okay.
any CLAT center wouldn't have been as competitive. So there was a constant comparison of mock scores.
Hmm.
So yes, I enjoyed the struggle, and yeah, it was very competitive.
Healthy competition, I hope, and some of
Yeah,
these
it was healthy
competitors are also
competition because
friends.
even yeah, because we were also friends and we used to discuss that how did you handle this particular question or what was your reasoning. So we used to help each other out while being competitive.
Right. So again, of course, from Career Launcher Indiranagar as well as our other centers at Jayanagar, Malleshwaram, and Kormangla, a lot of students would be joining NLS, and every year, of course, a very large bunch join, and therefore some of your friends will carry forward this
Yes.
friendly competition into NLS
Yeah.
Bangalore. Right.
Yes.
Good. So, a specific faculty that you would like to name and talk about?
Yeah, Animesh sir, definitely. The whole year round he has been very supportive, and he has, yeah, and like it's not just about CLAT, even anything you can reach out to him at any time about anything. So he was like a constant guide all over the year. And definitely you as well. I remember a few months ago I was discussing that my mock scores have suddenly dipped.
Right.
So yeah, so all the faculty members were very supportive in the up and down, especially Sridhar sir as far as logical reasoning is concerned.
Wonderful. Right. So part of it, I think one of the things that we've seen this year is that a large percentage of results are coming from classroom students rather than self preparation or only test series kind of stuff. I think the more longer term and the more serious the preparation, the better the result seems to be, and that's probably it's also an indication that the exam is intensely competitive.
Yes, it is. And yeah, like coaching is just not about the study. If you join a coaching, then you get a sense of a community. You get access to peers, you get access to faculties, and then it helps you to be disciplined. So
So you must have
you have,
given
yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of mocks.
Yes, I have. I mean, over 150 definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, would a lot of the mocks were at the center, and then, of course, at some of the mocks later at the common venue at St. Joseph's, which we organized, right? So, this is something that we feel that has been a plus point for a lot of students. So, what is your experience with the centralized mocks, the one that we held for all the Bangalore students together?
Yeah, it actually helped to calm the nerves. Because actually, what happened that day, I had accidentally gotten 10 minutes late to the to the St. Joseph Center. So I got
Okay.
10 minutes less, so the usual pounding of heart and nervousness. But still, I managed to do well in that mock. So now I had the feeling that now whatever happens on CLAT day, I'm prepared for everything. So CLAT day, I reached on time, and yeah, but the exam went very well.
Okay, so actual client day experience then. How was that 2 hours?
Yeah. So I had already pre-decided the order I'm going to attend the paper. So yes, it was difficult to resist the urge to see what is being asked in GK or what is being asked in quant, but I suppressed that feeling. So I did English first, and I realized it was easy. Then I did GK, so I realized okay, GK is out of the game now. So I need to consolidate other sections. So yeah, the AR passage in logical did catch me by surprise, but because I had kept logical for last, so it did not hamper my
Make a big
exam.
difference.
Yeah.
Right. So a big part of the preparation is also strategy. One is knowing how to solve questions. The second is making sure that time is optimally used and all that, right? So you were able to get a lot of support to help you fine tune your strategy and decide the order and the priority. What happens when you get a tricky question? What happens when you get two choices close?
Yes, we were guided effectively at the center that if you are stuck at a question, it's better to leave it because every question carries the equal marks. So, and you have a room for a few mistakes. You do not need to get 120 out of 120. And I had also discussed my way of approaching the paper. I had actually created barriers between all the reading sections so that would not cause reading fatigue. So I had developed this strategy with the help of my mentors, and it worked for me. Although it might not work for some people, but it was a good strategy.
I
I used
understand.
the
Everybody
yeah,
then also creates a customized
yeah.
strategy
I used the GK section and the quant sections as a break.
as the buffer. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, so when we give a lot of marks, it does happen sometimes that you get a slightly lower score or it fluctuates and goes up and down. That's especially in the last few months. Steps. How do you handle a situation
Yeah.
where
Uh,
it suddenly
it did
dips down?
happen actually. In no, it did happen in November. Actually, 2 3 mocks continuously, my scores had dipped, and I was giving almost a mock every day. So then I decided to take a break. I did not give a mock for 4 days. And then after I gave a mock after 4 days, I was rejuvenated. I gave the mock with a calm mindset, and that mock I got 105 marks. So yeah, that had boosted my confidence.
So while there's a little bit of controversy with CLAT almost every year, this year it was a
Yes,
little higher with the number of questions. So
yes, there
did that
was.
affect you, or you said, look, even if the answers change, I'll be okay?
Yeah, when I first checked the key, my score was 99.5 in the initial provisional key. So I had expected it to go up a little, but then in the final key, it went down by 2.5 marks. But still, I was happy that at least I'm getting into the same college that everyone else, who even might someone be getting a better rank than me, but I will still see them in the same college. So I was not very bothered about the rank.
But as you could see, the cutoffs that we predicted were spot
Yeah,
on,
they were. Yeah,
where we
I had
said,
seen a few other coachings, and there was like someone was saying 105 plus, someone was saying 100 plus. But yeah, whatever CL said was spot on.
we were very clear about it because, as you know, I also give the CLAT. So we've actually taken the in, and along with the other mentors have done it. So we specifically went in and then saw the paper, compared it with the previous papers, estimated what can be done and what would be effect of pressures like, the AR question.
Yeah,
So all put together, we said that this should be the cutoff for, with domicile, and this should be the cutoff for without domicile. I think both of them are within zero point 0.5
yeah,
of the actual
yeah,
cutoffs.
yeah.
Good.
They're correct.
ठीक है. Very good. Now, I think one of the key audiences for this video would be people who are considering law as a career. So let's see what advice you can give them, as well as so in terms of like who sometimes people are considering law, but they're also like worried, like is it a good career choice and stuff like that. Sometimes they're worried what parents will say, and because there is a kind of a herd mentality towards IIT, JEE, or medicine
Yeah.
kind of stuff. So, what kind of advice for them, and how should they, what kind of research should they do before, and how should they approach their parents and have an open discussion on this?
Law is in itself a very diverse field, so it has utilization of very many different skill sets. So if you are good at speaking, if you like playing with words, if you are good at speaking, if you like reading, so that is one of the very important things.
Yes.
If you can read a lot, and regarding the part about the opportunities, so I feel that law is a very lucrative career that you can pursue. It is a career that gets you monetary rewards as well as respect and prestige in society. And I mean, there is an endless list of great figures who have done pursued law, whether it be Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, or yeah. So there are Nelson Mandela, no, Abraham Lincoln. So there are a lot of people who have done law. So yes, I was inspired by them, and I do hope that I someday join their ranks.
Wonderful. So, whichever path you choose, again, as you said, there's a diverse field. I'm sure you will carry this dedication and then do well. For those who are preparing to give CLAT next year or the year later, so how should they approach the preparation, and what kind of things that you should keep in mind while preparing for this exam?
Yeah, one advice I would give is to prioritize CLAT. I know most of the students are juggling their to school with CLAT. So I would advise them to prioritize CLAT and be constant with it. Even if they cannot be consistent, they should be constant. They should not a day should pass where they haven't done anything. They should at least do some GK, one quant caselet. But yeah, be in constant touch and give a lot of mocks.
Right. So that's great. So I hope all those who are viewing the video take note of these advice. So let's again congratulate Harshvardhan for his phenomenal performance and wish him all the best for a very successful law career in whichever direction he will choose later on. So that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.